Okay, sixth graders. So we have a SWBAT goal for today. Our SWBAT goal is because several sixth grade teachers have been saying that although you're working hard on your writing assignments, you're not formatting it correctly to get the best grade possible. And everybody wants to get the best grade possible. And with these 3 steps in our SWBAT goal, you can get the best grade possible, and this won't count against you if you do this correctly. So SWBAT, students will be able to change font size from to 12 to 14, use the tab key to indent a paragraph, and use double space or 1.5 space. Okay, so let's get started. So that's our SWBAT goal. Students will be able to. So here's some sample text, and I made some of it large. A lot of you are like thinking, oh, if I type in a large font, it'll look like more work, like I've done more typing and more writing. Well, that's not the case. Teachers can see through that. They can do a word count with the computer. Anyhow, so if your font is too big like this, you need to highlight it to make any changes. Anytime you make a formatting change like font or font size, you must highlight it. Then you need to go up to the font size, and I suggest you click right here and go to anything between 12 and 14. Let's check our SWBAT goal. Your teachers wanted 12 to 14. So on my document, I have size 12. And then I would also recommend not using a sans serif. Sans serif is Arial and Helvetica. Serif is the little N. So here's the difference. This is sans serif. A serif means like feet. And if you want something with a serif, do Times New Roman or even Palatino, and that makes it easier to read. So I'm going to highlight it all. Let's do highlighting it all. Let me go down through my whole document. Where'd the rest of my document go? Anyway, we're going to highlight it all, and we're going to pick normal text. We're going to do Times New Roman and 12 or 14. And that's how you change the font size. Let me pause that for a second. Okay, so we have Times New Roman. Let's check back with our SWBAT goal. We need to use the tab key to indent a paragraph. So let's go back to my document. So here's the first paragraph. So I'm going to press the tab key. It's on the upper left next to the letter Q. Press tab, and you get a perfect indent. We don't want to see you tap, 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 tap with the space bar. That is bad. Space bar, bad. Tab, good. Press enter, and it will actually indent for you if you press enter. Apparently, it just did that for me. And here's another paragraph right here. You click in between and press enter, and it's tabbing. It seems to know, it's pretty smart, this Google Documents. It seems to know where you want the tab. And I'm looking for the word following. Anyway, let's pretend this is where our next paragraph is. Press enter, and if it's not indented, you just press the tab key. See how easy that is? So that is how you indent. And pause. And now for our final SWBAT goal of the day, students, we're going to use double or 1.5 space. Let's go to our document. To make a change, remember, you must highlight by holding the mouse down and dragging across your words. That is highlighted. And then we're going to go here. What does that say? Line spacing. So we want a double line space or 1.5. So let's take a look and see how that goes. So we click right here on 1.5, and look, there it is. I prefer double spacing as a teacher and as a student. It allows teachers to write comments in between. Like if something's awkwardly written or misspelled, they can make notes right here on your document as they grade it. And that is how you double space. Also, the benefit to students is it looks like you have more pages of text when you have double spaced. So do a size 12 to 14 font, 12 to 14, double space. So you double space right here, double space on anything you have highlighted. It'll double space it. And that's about all I have for you today. Remember, you want to make it as readable as possible. Now, this is a very readable font, Times New Roman. It's got the serif. It's easy on the eyes. When your teacher is up late grading it, it'll be easier for her to grade it. Now, I know there's a lot of fancy fonts where you could go in here and put a script font in or something really imaginative and creative, but that'll be harder for your teacher to grade it and read what you've written. You want to make it as easy as possible for your teacher to read it. to maximize your grade. All right, I hope that helps, and thank you for participating in our SWIB goal. So right now, you should be able to change font size, use the tab key to indent a paragraph, and use double or 1.5 spacing. Thank you. I hope that helps.